Hey guys, Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you another Mon build series video. Today we are working on Beedrill, and if you've seen Beedrill before, it kind of looks like a bee and a wasp, but the head kind of looks like an ant. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And instead of it's only got legs and arms, and instead of having hands at the end of the arms, it's got like drill bits, hence drill. And like a Kakuna, and I think it is a bug poison type. The very um, defensive type Pokemon is very like if you bother it or whatever, it's very territorial. Um, but I think it's the sort of Pokemon where if you leave it alone, it'll leave you alone. And so with that kind of vibe, I thought, what about a guard tower castle type thing? Like it's not the actual castle, but this is the first line of defense. So they look out over the sea and will see anyone coming in, and if it's an enemy or a threat, they can be like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here," and then send off a message to the actual castle where it'll also have um what do you call it, like the towers and defenses and stuff like this, and it's kind of like the first line of defense. Basically, if these guys get invaded, their sole job is to get a message to the castle. If they see invaders coming in, they won't survive more than um so yes, very territorial people, very cautious, and that's, yeah, again, the sort of inspiration or the vibe that I was going for. And I don't know, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's definitely interesting to say the least. And I definitely had some interesting thoughts and feelings about this build. It's definitely unique for sure. I had a lot of trouble with the stairs for some reason. I say for some reason, it's because I tried placing them in the little corners there and it just did not work. But yeah, under the defense tower bit, there is a basically a house, a living area. Um, very cramped and contained, but it can fit 8 Sims, and it's got a few things other than the bare necessities. So definitely it's got a little library section for reading, got a chess table for logic, got a kitchen area. It does not have a TV, but it does have a little lounge area. But I mean, this is sort of supposed to be semi old fashioned. I didn't want to commit too much to the old fashionedness of said build. I didn't want to make it 100% old, but I definitely made it older style. It wasn't as, I want to say accurate, but it wasn't as, I don't know. It's probably not accurate. That's actually probably what I am. But I had a lot of fun just trying to figure it out. You know, we used a lot of candles, and I did place down a bunch of knives and forks and spoons and plates and stuff in the kitchen, and I don't know, I had a little bit of fun with decor. There are a few spots where I didn't decorated as heavily, but I feel like it wouldn't have been decorated heavily everywhere. I also had fun trying to find the center of the room. I never really, like, I've seen James Turner do it a lot, and I never really understood why he did it, but now I do. I completely get it. Trying to find the center of the lot easier, or at least the center of the build. So yeah, I don't know, it was kind of. And I also was thinking of doing a little armory upstairs where you come up the stairs, like right in front of that. I was gonna do some armories, but I don't know if I forgot to do that or if it just gave up or whatever, but I never ended up doing it, and I'm kind of sad about that. So yeah, if you download this lot and you add it, definitely let me know what it looks like. I would love to know what your armory looks I've never really built one before, and maybe I should have. But yeah, it's a good little lot. I'm not too mad with how it turned. I am not the best at, yeah, these sort of style of build, especially trying to be historically accurate. I have very little knowledge of history, or okay, I shouldn't say very little knowledge of history, but very little knowledge of when things in history exist. I know that the dishwasher was made in like 1880 something. I have a feeling it was 1886. Not obviously the modern version that you and I know today, um, but it was a dishwasher nonetheless, and it was all the way back then. So obviously a lot of things aren't how we thought they were. Like a lot of people who I've asked, when do you think dishwashers came around? Some people have even said 1980. Like that's a full 100 years after it was actually invented. So, I've slowly but surely started looking into these. Is It's curious. I'd love to know what is accurate or not. Because some people might look at a build and be like, that's not accurate. You can't put that in there. You can't put this in there. And it's like, I can, because it does exist. Um, but yeah, other than the dishwasher, I don't really know much else. Like, I imagine bathtubs were invented a long time ago, because how else did people wash? And I feel like, yeah, bathtubs have probably been around for a long time. It's just emptying and filling of them have been different, and the heating of the water has been different. And as we have become more modernized, it's become more like what we know today. Um, but I also wanted this to be sort of a functional build, so I definitely put in a toilet. I didn't want to not put in a toilet, so I just put in sort of very simple looking, though. I didn't want to pick anything too fantastic, um, because it just didn't feel like it would have some big mega fancy toilet or anything new and fancy either. So, I just worked my way through a little bit by little bit, and yeah, I'm not mad with how it turned out. If you know more about historical accuracy, please 100% let me know what I've done wrong or what I should have added instead, because yeah, like I said, I do want to try and be accurate. It's just not always accurate. And this is based off kind of my own interpretation of what I think would exist. I also did Google something, so I think at this point I'm Googling the cat. Normally I cut out these spots, but apparently I'm absolutely at recognizing when these gaps. Look, to be honest, I've been mass editing, so some things do the gap. Yeah, these three couches that I pulled up, I'm pretty sure I Googled historical couches, and I can't remember what century I looked up, but these all kind of look vaguely like the couches were in the image, and whichever one I was actually the closest. I thought I picked the one on the left, but I deleted it. Alright, cool, fantastic. Pick that one instead. That's another thing about building builds so early that you just have no idea what you've done. So when I'm voicing over, like a lot of people when they're voicing over, they're like, oh yeah, I did this and this inspiration and yada yada yada. I don't know. I was building and I did this thing, and then suddenly the thing was there and it was a thing and it did things. And that's as much as I can give, which I know isn't all that helpful for people who want details, but sometimes it comes back to me when, like, what I have done, and other times it does not. So, you know, it's definitely curious and interesting to see my builds after a while. And yeah, like I said, this is one of them. And I don't know, it was kind of fun and interesting to do, especially trying to light it. As you can see, like I'm definitely struggling in some areas trying to make sure the lighting works out, because I could not make it work for the life of me. Oh, excuse me. It's been a while since I've yawned in a video. I remember I used to yawn so much in videos. I think it was because I would always be recording early morning right before the video was supposed to go live. Um, and like I'd have like classes and whatnot, so I couldn't do it later in the day. So I would, yeah, get up early, record the video up. Well, I would start uploading it and then go to my class and while I was in my class finish uploading it, like putting in all the details and whatnot. I definitely don't recommend that if you want to pay attention. But I think the particular class, for at least one semester, I don't think I really needed to. Not gonna lie. And I think another semester, I would finish it in between classes because I'd have like an hour in between classes, and rather than walking back to my dorm and then doing it all over again, like finishing it up and then walking back, let me tell you, the hill I had to walk, absolutely not. Um, I would just go sit somewhere in the library with one of my friends. Yeah, finish uploading it, do a little bit of work, and then make my way to my next class. Sometimes I'd get food as well, depending on how early or late it was, or if I packed food or not. That was the one thing that when I first moved to uni, I was so unsure about everything, and everything was so expensive and whatever. And then to figure out budgeting, I just never spent my money ever. Um, to just yeah, make sure I always had money, and I built up a good little savings because of that. And then I slowly got more comfortable with money, and yeah, I was slowly able to buy things for myself. But yeah, it's still even now that I don't really spend my money all that much. Like if I really wanted to, I could upgrade my PC right now. I have the savings to do so, but I also don't want to. I don't want to upgrade it and then not have a good savings. I don't know. It's sort of one of those things where I'm like, okay, I've got to be in a really good position to do this and to that and whatever, and it's going to be an expensive upgrade, so just take it one day at a time, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, I kind of forget that I obviously do spend money on necessities, things like rent, groceries, and whatnot, but yeah, I just forget that I can spend it for fun sometimes. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I've just, for the sake of it, gone out and bought something just because I could. And I know a lot of people will get themselves little treats. I guess you could say when I go and get myself chocolate milk, that is my version of spending a little treat on myself. Um, and I'll say yeah, that's true. That's a little treat I can, but I also don't haven't done that this year at all. It's been too hot in the mornings, or sorry, during the day, to walk to the shops, and Onion is still away. And I don't walk outside at night by myself unless I absolutely have. Um, and much as I love chocolate milk, it's not an absolute necessity, or to walk by myself. I think if it was cooler, I mean, it has been cooler recently, but it's also been raining recently, so I don't want to have to fight with an umbrella just to go down to the shops. So yeah, it's been a while. I think I definitely need to drink some more because it makes me happy and I enjoy it. Um, Specifically oat chocolate milk. It's my favorite of all of the chocolate milks. I've tried a bunch of them, and there's just something about oak that sits so nicely in my tummy and makes me happy. So yeah, I want to. I don't know why I was gonna say I don't want to drink other chocolate milk, but that's not my problem. My problem is going to the shops and getting it, but not having like I yeah. Anyway, that's fine. I mean technically there is chocolate milk in the fridge, but it's not mine, and I'm no thief, so it's gonna stay there until whoever owns it drinks it. which I don't know if they will. They don't really like chocolate milk, so I don't know why they have. It's yeah, interesting that they do, but you know, if they want it, they want it. And the other thing is, it's long life as well, which I don't really like long life milk. It tastes different. When I first moved to uni, I did have long life milk because I just didn't drink milk enough. Um, but then when Onion and I started going grocery shopping together, we would get rubber milk so much better, and it would just be much nicer to have fresher milk. I know it's not real fresh milk, but instead of shelf milk, fridge milk, and yeah, so much better. Even though I'm lactose intolerant and shouldn't drink milk, but to be fair, I wouldn't drink all that much. But Onion, on the other hand, Onion likes his, so we would never have to pour out our milk thing. Whereas, yeah, one time I did have. I don't use it enough. Like at the time, I did have it in my tea and my cereal, and occasionally I'd make myself a milkshake, but that was really it. Um, I don't really drink milk all that. And even now, I really don't at all. I haven't had milk for at least a week now. I do put it in my cereal, but I've been eating toast for breakfast for a while, and I don't really drink it. I don't know. Um, we did have, because Onion's away, we did have a lot of milk in the fridge recently, so I had to drink a bunch of it, and I think that's why I'm like, nah, I don't really feel like cereal anymore. I just don't want more milk. I'm over it. And I don't have it in my tea. I don't know if I already said that. I don't put it in my tea. Um, so I just don't wanna really drink it all that often. But now that I'm thinking about it, a good milk really good right now. Mm, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I want milk, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to have 10,000 liters of chocolate milk or a milkshake or something like that. And other times, just stick with my water. It's okay. I'm definitely feeling milk. I okay. I'm stumbling over my words because all I can think about is milk right now. Not even just chocolate milk, like just plain old milk would do some good for me at the moment. Um, Also, I have tried the lactose-free oat milk, chocolate milk. Um, because I have been not drinking a lot of dairy, I'm still lactose. I was told that as an adult I wouldn't be anymore, but because I just don't consume enough dairy, it didn't get rid of it fully, so I'm still lactose. Um, and I did try the lactose-free one, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was still really good. It just didn't have the same taste as the normal one. And I feel like if I drank the I was gonna say gluten free, that's not the right word, the dairy free version, lactose free chocolate milk, I think I would start to prefer it more. But I don't know, I think I'm always gonna go back to the normal chocolate milk. Oh, I say normal, the lactose inclusive chocolate milk. It just makes me so. I've also tried some of the weird flavors, like they had red chewy lolly. I can't remember that they did a flavor for that one. Um, and then they had a cinnamon donut one I tried, and could live without it. I liked it at first, but after drinking it for a while, my stomach started to feel really disgusting, so I stopped drinking it. And Onion tried it as well, and he was like, "Yeah, same. Tastes good at first, but after a while, started to feel sick." There was a strawberries and cream one recently. I didn't try that, but I did try. I've just tried like the normal vanilla one, but I might have even tried there's a Milky Bar one. I can't remember if I actually tried that. But yeah, they go through a bunch of different promotional flavors. And they're fun. I've seen like banana flavored, like the banana lolly flavored one. could not catch me drinking that. Could not pay me to drink that. I do not like the banana fruit or the banana lolly. So yeah, could not pay me. Um, what else? I don't know. I saw a Zupa Duper one. Never tried that, but I think maybe if it came up again, I'd try it. But I can't remember what Zupa Duper flavor it was. I think it might have been the raspberry, which milk and raspberry. I don't know if that's. No, I definitely need more chocolate milk. That's basically the end of that ramble of all the different oak flavors I've tried. I probably missed a bunch, but yeah, the chocolate milk holds a special place in my heart. Um, in fact, for my birthday, I got bought 6 liters, and I really struggled to get through all of that because I only drink the little 600 ml carton, like one of those a day at maybe two if I have one in the morning and night, but usually it's just one. And oh well. Um, but anyway, that is enough of me rambling about chocolate milk. I find the most random things to ramble. But anyway, we are getting close to the end of this video. Just finishing up some landscaping here, which I thoroughly enjoy. I don't know. I don't hate it. Please let me know if you hate it, because I'm definitely always looking for tips and tricks on how to improve. Um, but yeah, we're definitely let me know down below your thoughts, feelings, feedback, all that jazz. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. We are coming out with a video every single day this year, except for the last 2 days of February. So definitely make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and my random ramblings. That's all you'll ever get is random ramblings. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.